I'd probably say either be an airline pilot or a NASCAR driver.
It takes me to the next level, right?
Exactly.
Every time I do that, it takes me to, something I never seen before, or understand something else that I never seen before.
Sometimes it's just to take a load off, kick your feet up, and feel a little bit more relaxed and in a better state of mind when you walk out the door.
Even if you are not doing your art at the moment, it doesn't mean that you're not an artist. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be constantly painting every minute of every day to be a painter.
And surround yourself with people who are positive and only want to help you with your goals, and don't try to compare themselves to where you're at in your journey.
Pretty much my purpose is just bringing joy into other people's lives.
But I've been going like maybe one day a week or once every other week, and it's like you're not going to make progress going that little.
No. I'm going to stop you right there, because let me tell you something. That is your finish line right there. You have to, if you flip that switch in your mind, instead of going, you're not going to make progress because you only go once a week, flip that. I make progress because I go once a week. Boom, right there. And that's going to motivate you to go more often, to do more. When I tell you that dreams are worth chasing, I mean it. When I tell you that finding yourself is possible, I mean it. When I tell you that this is not the end, that the impossible can be possible, that there is a sunset waiting for you on the other side of that mountain, I mean it. When you reach the summit, when you reach the bar, when you reach the finish line, give yourself the applause you deserve. Love yourself. Give to yourself, because the world is cruel, and yes, it will push you into the dirt. But you are stronger, you are cleaner, your voice will sing louder, and the glass, it will hold you even when it breaks. I don't tell you this from a fairy tale. I don't tell you this from a fantasy version of myself. I don't tell you this to sell you a story or a podcast or a dream. I don't want anything from you. I want you to love you. I want you to be you. I want you to chase your dreams. I want you to become the realest version of yourself that you can. I want to motivate you. I want to inspire you. I want to push the fire that's been buried inside of you, the fire that you've been too afraid to let burn. When I tell my story, I tell it so you know I believe in you. Not because my story was awful, not because it was tragic, because of its beauty, its rebirth, its peace, its freedom. Because if I can go to New York with $1,000 and a bag of clothes and find myself on a lake watching the sunset in the mountains, feeling peace, feeling freedom, feeling rebirth, if I can reach that moment, then so can you. Because healing and growth, they're both paths that aren't linear, and that's what this space is for. It's for the dreamers, the fighters, the believers, for anyone who's ever felt unseen but kept going anyways. For anyone who's ever been told they can't, but whisper to themselves, watch me. So wherever you are, whether you're driving home, working late, or sitting in silence, thank you. Thank you for walking with me. Thank you for believing in this journey. And thank you for reminding me why I started it. Because the truth is, we're all just trying to find our way. One story at a time, one breath at a time, one step after another. And no matter how far this road goes, from the red dirt of Oklahoma to the concrete of New York, from heartbreak to healing, from faith to freedom, this walk will always be ours. This is the walk-in, where stories find their home, where voices find their strength. I'm still your new Y-Okie host, and together we'll keep walking forward. It's important to face the future, to chase what's ahead. But once a year, we're given a day to pause, to breathe, to name every blessing that's found its way to us. This year, I want to give thanks, first of all, to you for walking in with me, for every stream, every story, every moment you shared in this space. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. This season is about family, friends, food, and maybe a little bit of football. But for me, 2,000 miles away from where I started, it's about the friends who became family. To the ones here in New York, Kit Kat, Joseph, Atif, Jackson, Adeline, Dylan, Zach, thank you for believing not just in my dream, but in me. Thank you for making this giant wild state feel like home. To my mom and dad, thank you for raising a kid who dreamed big, even when those dreams didn't make sense, for never asking me to shrink, for letting me grow into the man I'm becoming. To my brother John, my compass, my reminder of true north, thank you. And to my people spread across the map, Chris and Leroy in Oklahoma, Anastasia in New Mexico, Gabe in Montana, Gunnar in Michigan, Thod in Texas, Angie in Pennsylvania, Hunter in West Virginia, Giselle in California, Nico in Utah, Mariah in North Carolina, Joan in Kansas, Dominic in Canada, Joshua in England. Thank you for making this world a little less scary, for stretching your love across borders and time zones, for believing in me long before I had the courage to believe in myself. And thank you to the hardships, to the loss of money, friends, family. You taught me what really matters. To every bully, every venomous word, every "you'll never make it," you built my resilience. You forged my spirit. You taught me that the craters on the moon of my life aren't flaws. They're what make me glow. They're the spotlight on my story. Thank you to the storms for teaching me to dance. Thank you to the silence for teaching me to listen. Thank you to the heartbreaks for breaking me open. And above all, thank you to God, my creator, my director, the author of every chapter I've survived. Thank you for walking me through every shadow, every fog, every lonely night, and reminding me that even in the silence, you are scripting the next scene. Thank you for every unanswered prayer, every closed door, every broken heart, because each one led me exactly where I'm meant to be, here in New York, still breathing, still believing. And as I sit here tonight, watching the city lights shimmer like blessings, I think about what the walk-in really is. It's not just a podcast. It's a room in the middle of all the noise, a place where people walk in with their stories, their chaos, their hope, and find a little warmth on the way out. And every time you tune in, you walk in too. You make this room warmer. You remind me that no matter how far away I am from home, I'm never really alone. So, this Thanksgiving, wherever you are, look around at who's beside you, what's within you, at the tomorrow waiting patiently for your footsteps, because every breath, every tear, every sunrise is something to give thanks for. From my table here in New York to wherever you are in the world, thank you. This has been The Walk-In. I'm still your new Y-Okie host, and I want to wish you a warm, peaceful, and truly happy Thanksgiving.